Alright, so before this video, let me give you guys some context about my life. So I currently have sciatica, lower back issues, herniated disc, degeneration disease, scoliosis, spondylosis. I don't know, man. There's a lot of issues with my spine. Cervical as well. Cervical meaning to say my neck. So I also have like herniated disc in my neck as well. And then yeah, a bunch of shit, man. That's all I gotta say. So ever since I've been diagnosed, right, with all this stuff, I have been doing my, not daily, I want to say daily, but I'm trying to do daily, which is 10k steps. I'm trying to, that's the main thing. So what are the benefits? What are the benefits that I kind of like feel ever since I've been doing this for a few months or so? I've been doing this for 6 months or so, 5 months, around there, close to half a year. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, close to half a year. Yeah. So this is actually part of my recovery program. Let's put it that way. This is part of my recovery program. It's actually recommended by my chiropractor, but I can't like fire that guy, right? Yeah, I fired him because he actually gave me like new problems. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna stereotype. I'm not gonna generalize that all chiropractors are like that. But just in my personal experience, it kind of like made it a little bit worse. Yeah, this is a video for another day. It's okay. If you guys want to know more about it, let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys want me to make a video about my chiropractor story, right? Alright, so I've been walking 10k steps around there, here and there. And then on the days where, okay, if I'm doing like outdoor walking, right, I try to aim for 10k steps. I'll use my iPhone to track it. And then if I'm not walking outdoors, I'm walking indoors in the gym, I'll just walk on a treadmill for like 1 hour. Yeah, I'm not too sure how many steps is that. If you guys know, you guys can let me know how many steps does that actually equate to when I'm walking like 1 hour flat on the treadmill. Speed is around 4, if I'm not wrong, 4.4. Speed is 4.4 with a flat. Yeah, no incline. That's it. Because I just want to get my steps in. Yeah, that's mainly the goal. I just want to move my body. I want to rehydrate my discs. That's the main thing. Send in nutrients, rehydrate those good stuff, and then it holds of recovery, right? Because if you are desk bound, you need to walk, right? You need to mobilize your spine. You need to mobilize your body. That's why you need to circulate your entire body with blood. How? Walking, cardio, weightlifting, sports, whatever it is, right? So for me personally, I just lift weights, right? I just lift weights and I do a cardio, right? Back then I didn't really do a lot of cardio because I just want to gain some weight, right? I wanted to put on more muscle mass back then. And safe to say, I kind of like reached my end goal. Well, sorry, not my end goal. I kind of like hit my target, my first target, which is to hit like 90 kilograms. I was 90 kg. Currently, I'm like 80 kilograms also right now. So that's the thing. I actually lost 10 kilograms, right? I lost 10 kilograms just by walking. And obviously my diet, right? I kind of like, I do pay special attention to my diet, but not that strict as well. Yeah, I'm not that kind of I won't really consider myself as a bodybuilder. I'm just like a bodybuilder enthusiast. Let's put it that way. I kind of like live that lifestyle, but not exactly as well. I just try to hit my protein count. That's all I gotta say. I make sure to hit at least 150 grams of protein per day. I try. That's the main thing. But at least every day I'll hit at least 100 grams. Yeah, it's not a lot as well, I know. Because for my weight, right, I should be hitting at least, I'll say 180 grams of protein, around there. Yeah, I'm not exactly hitting it. Some days I am, some days I'm not. I'm not too stressed about it because I'm not exactly trying to compete or anything, right? Yeah, but some days I kind of like dial in more on my diet if I'm trying to like lose weight for a certain festival or certain occasion. Yeah, it all depends. But most of the time, it's just chill, man, right? I just lift weights, I lift heavy, I lift with intensity, I do some cardio here and there. But back then, like I said, I just want to gain weight. That's why I didn't really do any form of cardio. I kind of like stopped doing cardio. Before that, I did a lot of running. I was really into running back then, but that's another topic. Alright, I know this video is going all over the place, sorry. Alright, so let me digress. So walking, how did walking actually change my life is that one thing is for sure, it kind of like helped my lower back. Yeah, it did to a certain extent. I believe because I was also doing other form of physical therapy in a sense. I was doing a lot of hip work, hip mobility work, lower back training, lots of hyperextensions, with the hyperextension machine, doing a lot of deep QL muscles, the quadratus lumborum, if I'm not wrong, the muscles where it's like, you know, attaches from your lower back, your lower spine, all the way to your pelvis, if I'm not wrong, the iliac crest, I think so, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I'm training those deep muscles inside my body, which attaches to the spine, in order to strengthen the lower back and the core as well, right? The whole 360, my abs as well, my transverse abdominis, you know, I say my obliques as well, the side. So just 360 all rounded. Yeah, so that alone is good, but that alone is not enough. So that's why I kind of like throw in cardio as well, with walking. Yeah, and then it's really beneficial, you know, because I can kind of like do work at the same time. You know, working is one thing, right? Working on the phone is one thing, but I kind of like gives me an excuse to get out of the house and walk around more, right? Enjoy nature, enjoy the outdoors. It gives me reason to leave the house if not I'm just cooped up in this entire room all the time, which is not good, unhealthy. And the only time I go out is go to the gym. I mean, that's not good as well, right? That's not good enough. So it's always good to actually leave the house, get some fresh air for a prolonged period of time, right? Getting out of the house, going to the car and driving to the gym is not exactly going out to have fresh air as well, if you guys know what I mean. Yeah, so getting your 10k steps in is beneficial, man. It's good for mental health, it's good for low back health, you know. So what else is there to complain, right? So try to get in your daily 10k steps. If you can't do so much distance, right, if you can't cover that much, just do 5k. 5k is enough for a start, or 2k even. Yeah, I believe it's doable. Try to get your steps in no matter what. I know it's difficult, I know sometimes you guys get lazy, I know, I understand, but if you think from a low back standpoint, if you think from a health standpoint, you better get your steps in, man. You have to get your steps in, because I will not say my lower back health recovery, right, is being heavily contributed by it, but I'm pretty sure it is part of it. 100% walking definitely made my lower back pain more bearable in a sense. Yeah, even though right now actively I'm still experiencing sciatica on my left leg. Sometimes laying down on the bed, it gives me trouble. I can't really fall asleep that easily. I have to kind of like find a suitable position. I won't use the word perfect position because there's no perfect position. I always try to like toss and turn until I find a position where it's more bearable. Yeah, it sucks. I know it sucks. So sleep is heavily disturbed. Let's put it that way. Yep, it's not a good time, man. Straight up, it's not a good time. And then other than that, standing sometimes it kind of like irritates, it aggravates the sciatica. Sitting as well, especially driving. Yeah, I can no longer drive long distance. But what I realized is that if I were to train lower body, my legs, sometimes it feels better when I drive. Maybe it's because, you know, I have a pump throughout my entire lower body, and then my lower body feels more circulated, more lubricated, right, in a sense. So that's why it feels better after I train and then I drive. Yeah, when I sit in the car, for some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, maybe it's just properly circulated, that's why. Yeah, chances are there's a reason. And then walking as well, it helps as well, especially if I would walk up to 30 minutes, more than 30 minutes. Yeah, if I would just walk like 15 minutes or so, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to be that big of a help for my entire system. That's the thing. Yeah, so all I can think of is that lower back health wise, physical health wise, is definitely beneficial. It helps you lose weight as well. That's always a plus point, right? And then the other thing is psychological as well, man. You know, gives you a better headspace, lets you breathe, lets you literally do what nature has intended for you, which is just to walk. It's a very easy exercise. You see almost everybody, right? I guarantee you guys right now, if you guys just go to a window, just look outside, there's going to be some people walking, right? I mean, walking to another destination is one thing, but walking for exercising, right? I'm pretty sure it's very, very common, in whichever part of the world you guys are in. Yeah, everyone goes for a walk. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously not at the midnight, that's a different thing, but at daytime, it's very, very common, right? I'm pretty sure even your doctors also prescribe it as well. It's a good thing. It's important. Alright, so get your steps in. That's what I'm doing. Even after this video, I'm going to be going to the gym to get my steps in. And I'm going to be training as well. I'm going to be training shoulders. That's what I'm going to be training. And then hopefully I can get in like at least 30 minutes, man. Yeah, because I don't want to be too late. Because right now it's like what, 11:40 p.m. Damn, pretty late, right? So I'm going to go train my shoulders and then get my steps in and call it a day, man. And hopefully I can fall asleep. That's all I gotta say. Oh, and if you guys are interested in like self-improvement, all things health, wealth, and relationship, click the first link down in the description, and I'll see you guys inside.